Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of If Stupid Had a Name. My name is Cole, and I'm here with my friend Dylan.
What's up?
Yeah, Dylan. It is We are recording this on Sunday, September 24th, and they are. I think most of the NFL games are over, besides obviously Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. But for today,
Yeah.
for Sunday wise, and oh boy, do we have something for that! Good lord! But that's for later. So, to help get the show in, so we're gonna keep doing this because obviously, hopefully, more and more people are listening to this. I am an over the road truck driver, and so that's why this is only going up weekly because I'm usually gone most week, or not most weeks, but gone most of the week rather. And Dylan, you
I
do.
I am a teardown technician that uh deal with like truckers transmissions and stuff like that. And we have a bunch of other stuff, but I'm here all week cuz I don't have to go anywhere except to and from my house, so
Right. Yeah. So, and we are in the Mitten State. That's where we're at. That's where we live, is in the Mitten State. And I tell you what, this morning when I woke up, so my bedroom is on the top floor of the house.
yeah.
And so during the
Mhm.
winter, it's nice because it's always warm in my room. But during the summer, if we have the windows open, it sucks because it's always warm in my room. So I woke up this morning and it was not bad. Like my window was open and we had a fan in it to blow hot air out. Because like I went to bed and my alarm clock has a temperature thing, so I actually tell you what the temperature is inside the room the alarm clock is in. And
Yeah.
it was like 77 in my room when I went to bed at like 11 o'clock Saturday night. And so I woke up and it was like 71, and it was quite nice in my room. Well, I went downstairs and we had left the windows open by accident, and oh my god, it was pretty. Like, go downstairs, fucking instantly hard nipples. I mean, it
Oh
was cold.
shoot.
It was like 55 degrees outside, and it was probably like 55 and a half degrees inside the house.
That's like at my house cuz we're upstairs, we're in the top floor. And in the summertime, you are roasting up here if you don't have an
Yeah,
AC.
yeah.
Like fans,
Even if
nothing.
you
It
have
does
the
not matter.
even if you have the AC on, it still
Well,
is warm up there
yeah,
because
it'll do
because
half the room.
yeah because well it's yeah, it might be set for 72 in the house, but it's only set for 72 where the thermostat's at, wherever
Yeah.
that is in the house, and normally that's in the living room is where they put the thermostat. So if you're upstairs, you could probably add 2 degrees easy, and plus you're upstairs. If you have a black roof, you got the sun beating on a black roof. Oh, roast city. Yeah, not good. So, um, with that, we're gonna roll into some story time, and I believe Dylan has
Yes.
some pretty good story time here.
So the last episode, episode 2, you talked about how you saw a scuffle
I thought I was gonna
while
see
you're
a
doing
U.
your job.
I thought I was
Yeah.
gonna see a UFC fight. Yeah.
Well, same kind of situation. So in our cell areas where we tear down, we always have like our trash bin. And well, we hire a dude. Some dude will come around, collect all the trash bins, and take care of them and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, a builder came over and was talking shit and some context to this meeting um was the coworker next to me, the other teardown technician. He had a girlfriend, and this builder, the same builder, came up to him and was like, "Yeah, your girl's getting fucked by other dudes, and getting dicked down and shit,
Mm,
talking shit."
nice. Like
And
just like talking shit, or like actually like
yeah, talking shit, and
Okay.
he kind of like it was kind of like to warn him, I guess. I don't know,
Like
but he's being a dick about it,
you're dating the
like
town
just a
whore, man.
huge dick. And so so going back to this altercation, um, the builder came back up, and the teardown technician was like, "Yeah, your girl's getting dicked down, just as much or whatever," because the teardown technician had just broken up with his girlfriend.
Hmm.
So, and this builder was getting pissed because he didn't like that happening to him. Oh, stop making fun of my girlfriend, shit like that.
Right.
So, so this guy has this bin, and he can't get through. So I'm like, I'll just help him with it. I'll take him. So I grab it, and I turn around, and I shit you not, the builder shoved and was like holding the teardown technician up to our little washers.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought shit was gonna hit the fan. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go.
I'm just gonna make a quick and hasty exit to the fucking break room.
Yeah, I was like ready to leave. And so the teardown technician shoves him back, and he's like, "Don't ever fucking put your hands on me. I'll fuck you up," you know.
Yeah.
And then the builder fucking dipped, and then our boss comes out, and he's like, yeah, you guys need to make up right now, otherwise I'm gonna have to kick both your ass. No, he didn't say that, but you
Oh,
know,
it's just, yeah.
he was playing HR at the moment, so.
Right.
And then
Stop.
I,
Stop being a couple cum
yeah,
twats and fucking get your shit in order. Right?
ladies, you're both fucking ugly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
shut the fuck up.
You're both whores. Okay.
So, anyways, we get back to work and stuff. I'm like, I call him by his name, and I was like, if you and so ever, fight in front of my bench again, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to kick both your asses. So don't make me do that, Just joking around.
You're right.
But yeah, that was a little heated altercation. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to play a witness or something, aren't I?
You'd be like,
Fuck, I just want to go home, dude. I'm here to work.
Yeah, right. It's like 5 minutes to clock out time, and it's like, great. I just saw a freaking homicide. Now I got to give a report to the cops. Awesome. Be stuck here for another hour without pay. Yeah.
So
What a bunch of bullshit that is.
fucking, it's crazy. You know what isn't bullshit?
What?
This roast that you gave me.
Okay. I'll let you go before I give my side. Which isn't
Yeah,
much of a side,
yeah.
but I'll let you
So-
go, then I'll interject halfway through.
I know. We've already talked about this, but we went to tech center, and we were in the same class and
It was a
stuff like
construction
that.
class.
Yep. So I mean, there's already shit going sideways, But
We got stories from that.
yeah. So and we're both heavier set, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. We always make fun of each other for it.
Yeah, fat ass.
Well, I don't give a fuck. I like my food.
That's
Nom,
right.
nom, nom, nom,
Yeah. Oh no, he's more.
Oh,
bigger.
speaking of which, no, I need to tell you about this awkward thing that happened over the weekend, but
Okay.
I'll get to that later.
Tell us.
So, so so we're sitting in tech class, and I had a hoodie on. I was getting kind of hot, so I took it off, and I had just gone to the Shinedown concert, and
I thought it was Godsmack.
no, it's Shinedown. Shinedown ain't Godsmack.
Oh,
I got a shirt
okay,
for both of them.
Okay.
But it was Shinedown's t-shirt that had this.
Okay.
And on the back, it has lyrics from one of their songs, and it says it's about to get heavy. So I went over to the sink or whatever to blow my nose, and because there was towel over there.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to blow my nose in the sink or whatever.
Yeah. Right.
For
Oh,
anybody
I
that's like,
thought you
ew,
were-
what the fuck?
I thought you were gonna drop Dookie in the sink.
No, shit in the sink. We don't have a bathroom. So
Shit in the
So
sink.
I
Wash
get-
your hands in the toilet.
I started coming back, and Colin's just sitting there, and he's like looking at me. I'm like, I was about to say something. He's like, "You're sure?" It says it's about to get heavy. I was like, "Yeah," and he looks me up and down, dead serious, like no smile, no fucking chuckle. He was just like, "It's about to get heavy." I think it already is. I was like, "Oh shit!" Started laughing. That roast will never ever piss me off. That was so funny.
It's because okay. So my side of it is I have no memory of that. I don't remember saying that at all. I mean, you told me that story again. Probably I don't know why it came up. Probably 2 years ago, and I was like, yeah, I don't remember that. I'm glad you do.
I couldn't believe that.
I don't remember it, and it sucks because that's probably the greatest roast I've ever had because it was original. It wasn't like, oh, your fucking mom's fat. It's like, oh yeah, everybody and their brother knows that one,
Oh yeah.
Just calling someone a fat pig, it's like it's about to get heavy. I think it already has. Like, ooh, shit.
Sorry if you can hear a little bit of chewing. I'm eating a Tums right now.
Fat ass.
exactly, heartburn. But so anyways, to get to this awkward part of the weekend. So yesterday, well, Friday, me and my girlfriend went to her grandma's house, and she's staying there till Tuesday, but her grandma, any grandma, let's just say, like my nana, Cards Against Humanity, right?
Yeah.
You know how vulgar some of that shit is.
Yeah.
Great game, it's hilarious.
Some of it.
Yeah, some of it.
Just some of it. Okay.
So, so we're playing it, right? And it's me, my girlfriend, her friend, and then her friend's boyfriend. Well, then she's like, let me go get my grandma to play this. And it's funny because her grandma's like somewhat Christian, so
Oh, nice.
very, very like,
Yeah. Yeah. So then the thing comes up. What is Jesus' favorite
Oh,
exercise?
no.
And then you throw down the CrossFit card. Like, oh shit.
No, my girlfriend played this card purposely. And there's a card in there that says "Yummy, yummy, 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 your rat pussy." And she plays this card, and her grandma reads it, dude. It was awkward as shit. It was funny. It was hilarious. That was so awkward. I was like, "Oh my god." Because her grandma, like, it's the same thing with my nana. My nana hardly ever swears.
Yeah.
Hardly ever. Except for their, damn hell shit. All that.
Yeah.
But yeah, any old lady saying yummy, 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 your rat pussy.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like the George Carlin the cheer. I always forget what is it. It's like rat shit, bat shit, crazy old twat, 69 assholes tied in a knot. Hooray!
Hey,
listen
shit.
Fuck. Yeah, it's just that'd be funny. It's like with the card. Ooh, grandma, this lasagna tastes like yummy, yummy, yummy. Your rat pussy.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
She hanging out with the
It's,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles down in the fucking sewers.
Oh shit.
Fucking A.
Oh.
Yeah. So, this past Friday, I'm a self-proclaimed Apple whore. Hi, my name's Cole, and I have a problem.
Yeah.
I go to Apple Alcoholics Anonymous, so no, I'm not as bad as I used to be. But I usually just get like the new watch and the new iPhone every year. That just what I always do. Well, usually I do it because Apple usually gives me like $700 for my old iPhone. So then you're only paying, and if before iPhones jumped from $1,000 to $1,200 in the last 2 years, you'd only paying for a new phone for like $300, and then you throw in tax stuff.
Dude,
it's like, damn, you can't really, you can't afford not to get a new phone.
my girlfriend, she had an XR.
Oh, the 10R, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, it was like mint condition, right?
Yeah,
Mint condition. Like
mint.
it was. And they go to the Verizon store, cause her grandma, she's on her grandma's phone plan and stuff.
Yeah.
And so they went to the Verizon store to trade it in. Mm-hmm. Dude, she got $800 back for it.
Are you serious? Did she?
I'm dead serious.
Did she go on her own phone line?
No.
She stayed on her grandma's phone line.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. When did she do this?
They upgraded it. Oh, this was like months ago. Months ago, yeah.
Because I know if you go to like a Verizon, I know basically the big three all do it. If you go there and you put in a new phone line, or if you start a new phone line, you could get like a top of the line Samsung or iPhone for like $1,000 off, which is like if you get a Pro Max, you're only paying like $200 for it then.
Right.
So, but then they sign you into a contract. That's the only time they really actually do contracts now, because then it's like you have to have a 2 or 3 year contract. So,
yep.
But if you just buy it through Apple, which is what I always do, or through Best Buy, then you don't have to worry about it. And of course now it's so easy because they send you a phone. It doesn't even have a SIM card anymore. But iPhones don't.
Oh yeah, it's all eSIM
it's all
now.
eSIM. So now it just.
Well, the one that I have, because I have the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Yeah, that was. I had 2 SIMs in it. It was the eSIM and then the Just my
Yeah, I
regular
think they
SIM
give you a
card.
regular SIM, but you don't need it. They give it to you, get it in the mail if you get it through Apple. You get it in the mail and you turn it on, you set it up and shit, and then it'll transfer the phone number as you're setting it up. So then your old phone will then no longer be connected to, in this case, Verizon is who I have, the Verizon network, or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't have to swap SIM cards, because there was a time where before they did that, they would send you a SIM, and I got a bad SIM card, so then I had to go through Verizon and get a new SIM card to put in my phone, in the new
Did you have
iPhone.
to pay for it
No, I don't
or
think
no?
I don't think I had to. I think I went through Apple, and then Apple's like, "Oh, okay, yep, we'll send you a new one," then, or we'll have Verizon send a new one or something. So yeah, it didn't cost me anything more, but now you ain't got to worry about it. But anyway, so the reason I brought it up is so, like I said, I always get a new iPhone, and I always get a Pro Max, and an Apple Watch. And I've had the Apple Watch since, I think the first one I got was a Series 2, and it was my brother's old one. And then I think ever since the Series 4, I've gotten every single one after that. And so this year was the
Gotcha.
Apple Watch Series 9. Well, last year, the Apple Watch Ultra came out, and I thought about getting it, but I'm like, God
Yeah.
damn, $800 for a fucking watch, that's a lot of money. You know? And I always got the Apple Watch where it didn't have the cellular to it. It was just the GPS. It didn't have its own phone number.
Oh, gotcha.
So it wasn't an extra line on the Verizon account, because it was just, it was connected to my phone, but it didn't have its own phone number. So
Yeah.
if I was too far away from my phone, I wouldn't get text through my watch because it was too far away from the Bluetooth. So, but I was like, this year I was like, you know what? I'll get the Apple Watch Ultra and Ultra 2, because it came out with the Ultra 2 this year. I was like, I'll get it. And so I got the cellular one. Well, the Apple Watch Series 8, 7, 9, whatever, I think is 45 millimeters is the size of the screen. Well, the size on this one's 49. And that's what kind of turned me off last year. I was like, God, that feels like it'd be like a fucking brick on your wrist. You know?
Right.
Like, damn, you're carrying it around. You're
just
like,
like
you
just like
know,
the foldable phones,
yeah,
phone
yeah,
tablet.
yeah. Don't get me started on that shit. That'll be a fucking good. What are you so mad about? But I think it like you walking around leaning to, because I wear my watch in my left hand. I'm leaning to your left, walking down the street. Oh, what are you, peg legged? No, my watch weighs heavier than shit. But I got it. And I put it on. It's actually not bad at all. I mean, it's probably. I mean, it's a little bit heavier than a regular Apple Watch, but it's not
Right.
bad. It's not at all
Right.
like so big to where I lose function in my wrist and my hand. It's totally fine. So I'm like, hey, and the part of the reason I thought about getting it is because you have an Apple Watch, right?
Yeah.
Do you have the one where the screen is kind of curved around the edges?
No.
You don't. Yours is just a flat screen on top.
Well, I got your old one, so
Yeah, I don't think they did it. You have the Series 4?
I think yes.
Okay, so they
Yep.
didn't do it there. So the newer ones, they just have those the Samsung phones. They curve down the edge a little bit. The
Yeah.
screens do.
Yeah.
The Apple Watches kind of do that a little bit too. And so I was thinking, well, the Apple Watch Ultras don't do that. They sit on top, and then the sides come up to the screen, so the screen doesn't
Yeah.
wrap around the sides. And I'm thinking, because I've
Yeah.
knocked my
I'm
watch.
looking it up right now.
Yeah, I
So
think they started on the Apple Watch 6. I think is when they first started doing that. But I'm like, I've knocked my watch into like shit before, working around like trailers, doing chains or straps, or throwing straps on loads and shit. I've hit my watch. I'm like, you know what? I probably want something that has a little bit stronger screen. So and side. So I did the Apple Watch Ultra. And yeah. Plus, I get more information on the watch face now. But yeah, it's not bad at all. It's obviously, I wouldn't say go out and get it. Go out and spend $800 on a watch. No, if you want it, get it. I'm not telling you. This is not
right. If you
sponsored.
want it,
Yeah.
get it. If
If
you
you
don't,
if you
don't.
don't, I'm not telling you. Just don't get Samsung. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you know what is a good investment though? A bear claw back scratcher. I've been needing one. This is not sponsored, by the way, but shout out to Bear Claw, dude. I've had this like we got it this weekend, and
What's so
it was
different
like
to
five
that to
bucks.
like a regular back scratcher?
It actually scratches your fucking back.
Oh, okay. You know what always usually scratches my back pretty good?
What?
The corner of drywall or something.
Oh, dude,
You
yeah.
find a good corner, especially if the scratch is on your spine, dude. You find that corner. Oh fuck. Yeah, it's
No,
good
but
shit.
the bear claw back scratcher, like it does like regular back scratchers don't really get through your clothes and stuff, but the bear claw one,
Yeah.
yes sir, yes
Of
sir.
course, if you didn't have clothes on, you'd be giving yourself a fucking incision for surgery. But
But yeah,
yeah,
sorry, just a little shout out there.
yeah. But that's other than that, I didn't. Um, my weekend wasn't. I helped my friend, one of our other friends. I did his brakes a couple weeks ago, and um, his lug nuts were kind of swelling, and so he bought new lug nuts, and so I went over to his house yesterday, and I fixed those up, or I changed them out for him because he doesn't have an impact to take them on and off. So, which was weird because when we did, I don't know if your lugs aren't the same as his or mine, because my truck did the same thing. The lug nuts swelled, and so I had to buy new lug nuts. Your car didn't do that when we changed your brakes. Your lug nuts were fine. So I wonder if you don't have chrome lug nuts, do you?
No, I don't.
See, that's why. Okay, you just have regular lugs. If you have the chrome lug nuts, they tend to swell. Because water gets in there and then it does its thing,
Yeah.
especially through the freeze thaw cycle.
Like,
So,
yummy metal.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. You're
Yeah.
like, ooh, I am the fucking Hulk. Woo, yeah. So that, anyways. Moving on to some weird news, and boy, do we got some fucking doozies this week. And speaking of doozies, more like doo doo, because why did it have to be somebody in fucking Michigan, man? I swear to God.
Oh
If it would have been
shit.
like somebody in Florida, it would have been like, oh, yep, okay, no surprise there. No, it'd be some motherfucker in Bagley Township, Michigan, which I believe is on the east side of the state somewhere. Um,
Uh yes,
no,
it's
no, it's actually up north. It's in Otsego County, which is up north where Otsego County is what Gaylord's in.
I like how these so this is what is this? Huffington Post.
Yeah, but it's from the
I like
AP.
how they're no, I like how cuz they have 13 ABC, 13 on your side. So
Yeah.
and that's in Michigan.
Yes,
But I
that's
like how
the
they base everything on Detroit. Like Bagley Township is about 240 miles northwest of Detroit.
yeah. But then they use the Grand
Who's
Rapids.
gonna know?
But then they use the Grand Rapids ABC station affiliate for the news story. But anyways, this woman was rescued Tuesday. When I said out on the east side, I was wrong. Like I said, Otsego County's up where Gaylord is in Otsego County, which is another thing that's
Oh, okay, yeah.
screwy with Michigan. There is Otsego, Michigan, and then there's Otsego County. Now, you would think Otsego would be in Otsego County, and you would be completely fucking wrong. Otsego County and Otsego are like 250 to like 200 miles apart. And it's not even the only state that does, or the only town and county that do that. There's another county, I can't think of it off the top of my head, where there's a county and then there's a town, and they're not even fucking close to each other. It's like, what the fuck?
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
Guys?
What are we doing? Come on, let's get our shit in order. So, anyways, this lady was rescued Tuesday from an outhouse toilet in northern Michigan after she climbed in to retrieve her Apple Watch and became trapped. Damn it! If I would have remembered it was an Apple Watch, that would have been a great segue. Speaking of Apple Watches and shit, no. The woman whose name was not released, because that would be pretty damn embarrassing if that was, lowered her, lowered herself into the toilet after dropping her off
No.
at the Department of Natural Resources boat launch at Dixon Lake in Otsego County. Oh, first responders were called when the woman was heard yelling for help. The toilet was removed and the strap was used to haul the woman out. All right, I gotta take a shit, Mike. Can you all hurry up? If you lose an item in the outhouse toilet,
Help!
do not.
What does she need help with? Wiping her ass? Like Jesus Christ!
Dude,
Come on, lady.
if I was the cop, I could not help myself. Be like, what'd you happen? Fall in?
Dude, I didn't know. In my head, because I didn't read that article. Uh, I thought she was like she got folded in and was stuck in like the toilet part.
Yeah, right. No,
I didn't
no.
know she went in there,
That ass
dude.
went in there.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
god, dude. There are things I think I'd rather sleep with the devil than climb into a literal.
I'm sorry.
Literal
if,
shithole.
if I lost my fucking Apple Watch in there, I'd be like, "Well, it was nice knowing you. I ain't going in there to get you, you fuck."
Good thing they're only $400 because I'm going to buy a new one right now. Oh my
Oh
god,
shit!
that. Hey, I give her credit. That's fucking dedication. Of course,
You know what? Yeah.
now she's got fucking syphilis or something for dealing with all
E.
that.
coli,
Yeah, for beating
fucking
around all that shit. But hey, that's dedication right there, man.
pink eye right there.
That's some
Yeah.
dedication. So, yeah.
Speaking of dedication, no, I'm playing. We're not gonna do that every fucking transition.
I don't know. This is pretty dedicated though.
What are we? What are you talking about? Might be talking about something
I
else.
already know what you were talking about.
I'm talking about the tank.
I was too.
Oh,
My
okay.
other two don't have anything to do with dedication.
So, an
Mine just has.
Israeli tank was stolen from a military zone. Authorities found it in a junkyard.
In case nobody understood, he did not say Israel. He did not say rally. He said Israeli.
Israeli, yeah. Sorry,
Israeli.
sorry.
Dumbass.
Israeli authorities are trying to figure out how a heavily armored but unarmed tank was stolen from a military training zone after finding it discarded in a junkyard. The Israeli
Merkava.
Merkava 2 tank disappeared from a training zone in northern Israel near the coastal city of Haifa. Haifa. I
Haifa.
hope I'm
I believe it's
I hope
Haifa.
I'm pronouncing this shit right,
I believe it's
because
Haifa.
the Israeli army said Wednesday the training zone is closed to the public when in use, but otherwise accessible to passerby. That is crazy, dude.
Yeah. Well,
Somebody
it's.
fucking GTA'd this shit. Went in there, grabbed the tank, fucking dipped.
We're gonna break into the military base, steal an F-35. Let's go. Yeah.
somebody's like, man, I've been really thinking about how to just improve my life, and they're playing like GTA or something,
Yeah.
and they go into the military base and they steal a thing, and they're like, that's it, that's fucking it. Oh my god, I gotta go do this.
Right. So speaking of stealing F-35, did the military ever find the F-35 that they lost?
I don't know.
Look that up for me, would you? Because I know that was a big story. The pilot had to eject, and then it's like, and then obviously I don't know why he had to eject or. Well, see, the F-35 had a thing where it'll actually auto eject the pilot, because there was a video of an F-35. It was one of the VTOL ones. It had a problem where its nose landing gear broke, and so
Yeah.
it was just kind of like, and then the for whatever reason its nose gears broke, so it was nosed into the ground. And it's for whatever reason its main jet engine was going and it wouldn't shut off, and so it just kept kind of doing circles, and so actually I believe the plane actually auto eject the pilot out on the ground. So the pilot had to eject out of an F-35 that was on the ground. That's pretty sad, but but
Yes, they did find
they did find it. Where
yeah.
did they find it at?
The debris was discovered Monday evening about 2 hours northeast of Joint Base Charleston, an air base in North Charleston, officials say, without providing further details.
Okay, good. Because I was gonna say, how the fuck do you lose an F-35?
That is from NBC News. Sorry, I almost said ABC. NBC News.
Yeah, they're all alphabets. But it's like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
but it's like, how the fuck do you lose an F-35? How does that happen? It's a 80. Actually, I believe they said it was a B variant, so that's like $110 million jet. How do you lose that shit?
I was gonna say something, but I don't think
Like,
we can
go
allow it
buy.
on the podcast, so I'm
like-
just gonna keep my mouth shut.
If you're worried about losing it, go buy a $30 Apple AirTag and stick it in that bitch. There you go. Now, if you lose it, hey, we can just follow it on the map. Fucking $30 Apple AirTag. Saving the day. Jesus. Sometimes
Man, I really want to say this comment so bad.
I love our military, but sometimes we have the most incompetent motherfuckers. I swear to God.
Yeah, well, it happens.
It happens. It happens, and that's regardless of who's in the White House or who's running there are some incompetent motherfuckers that are in our military. Like, what the hell are you doing here? I think my left nut can do a better job than you. Come on, Dylan, come on, send us to Gitmo. What do you want to say? Send us to Gitmo.
All right. I was gonna say, okay.
If it's bad, I can always cut it out. Oh, we lost you, Dylan. I think we've lost Dylan. Dylan's dead. The FBI got to him. The FBI knew what he was going to say, and they got to him. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Dylan. All right, anyways, I'm gonna move on without Dylan. We'll circle back to what he wants to say. Um, the Wienermobile is back after a short-lived name change. It was changed to the Frankmobile, and now it's back to
Back.
the Wienermobile.
I'm back.
Okay, I thought the FBI got you.
Hey, it's great. Speaking of wieners, I was gonna say, well, how does a fat guy lose his wiener? And then he finds it, you know? Oh, there he is. God, I'm fucking looking for you for 3 days.
That's what you were so afraid to say.
Yeah, I was, because I was like, oh, I don't, because unfortunately in this day and age, if you say something a little too, you get canceled. So, and I don't,
Well, there's only
I
like there's
don't want
only
to be canceled.
I believe there's only been 13 people that have downloaded. So unless we get very unlucky,
Oh shit, we'd be like, oh, this is both a blessing and a curse.
right? We have people listening. Oh shit, we're canceled. But yeah, anyways, the Wienermobile is back because why would you call it the Frankmobile? It's the fucking Wienermobile. I've actually seen the Wienermobile a couple times. I saw it at a
I also have too.
I saw it at a Meijer once. It was sitting outside of a Meijer. And okay, I want to say something. I know on the last week's episode we kind of railed on Meijer for putting up Christmas decorations or mostly Christmas decorations early. That
Yeah.
wasn't just against Meijer. Okay, that's kind of we just say it because Meijers are a dime a dozen in Michigan because they're based out of Grand Rapids.
Yeah, you throw a stone and you're gonna hit him
You're
later.
gonna
So
you throw a stone, you're gonna hit 3 Meijers parking lots. So that was we only did that, but that's really for all. I mean, that's Target, Walmart, Meijer. Um, that's big ones up here. Down south, you have Publix down in Georgia. I know out in Texas you have Heb, HEB. I believe Albertsons is one out west and shit like that. So I'm sure they all do it, and that's not the store's fault. They're putting it up because people are buying it.
yep.
It's the whole market thing. If the market
It's
wants
like
it, why would you?
stop paying.
If the market wants it, why would you take it down? If it
Right.
sells, put it for sale. So, yeah. I just lost my. Oh, speak now. This doesn't really have.
Wienermobile.
We already covered the Wienermobile. The Wienermobile is back, but this is actually weird. So I saw this on Fox News last week sometime. This fisherman in Alaska, caught a vibrant orange speckled fish that has its flesh is naturally blue. I mean, you look at the picture of this thing. You look
I
like
probably wouldn't eat it.
you look at a picture of this. There's a picture of it on the article. It looks like it has a disease, just because of the way the skin is. And then when you cut it open to fillet it, it literally the skin or the meat is blue. The flesh is blue. Like takes blue waffle to a whole new level. Yeah, it's nuts.
Sorry, did you just fucking say blue waffled? Blue waffle?
I may have. I it kind of slipped out. I didn't mean it to, but it just kind of.
That's what she said. Sorry. It presented itself. I had to say it.
I saved it. But they say if when you cook it, if you pan fry it, it actually the skin will turn white, which is still not how most fish skin or fish meat is. It's usually pink or orangish.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I was like,
but there's not a
it's
picture. There's not a picture of it when it's cooked, unfortunately.
What is it?
But yeah, that's pretty nuts, and they're not
like shark meat that's white.
shark bait. It says the Washington Department because they caught it in Alaska, but actually the Alaska DNR doesn't like it. So if you obviously around Michigan, you have the Great Lakes. Salmon fishing and walleye fishing are huge in the Great Lakes. And I tell you what, Dylan, you don't like fish. You can go get salmon at like Meijer, which is just like farm raised salmon. That has no comparison to like if you catch a king salmon out of like Lake Michigan. That is the most delicious salmon there is in the world.
Well,
and I will fight anybody for it.
Freshly caught.
Now, it's not that. It's just because well, first of all, it's freshwater. Even though I know the salmon they raise is not freshwater or is also freshwater, but it's raised. Like the salmon in Lake Michigan, it's freshwater, and it's. I mean, you could get. There are some huge ass salmon that come out of fucking Lake Michigan, and well, not just Lake Michigan, the Great Lakes in general.
Right.
But anyways, if you want to know how to cook salmon or walleye or perch or bluegill, any popular fish, you could go to the Michigan DNR website, and I don't know where exactly, but there's somewhere where you could see how to properly cook food, that how to cook that fish, and if it's safe, because some fish actually have really high mercury levels, and so if you actually eat too much of it, you can get sick.
Right.
Because of the mercury. And the Alaska Department of Fish and Game doesn't actually offer any consumption advice on the fish are called rock greenlings, not graylings, greenlings, because they haven't had a sufficient sample size to determine the mercury levels in the fish. But the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife and the Washington Department as well both give descriptions of what the fish look like. And the California Department of Fish and Wildlife say that they usually feed on seaworms, crustacean, and other small fish. So what most other fish eat.
Right.
And they can grow up to 24 inches in length and weigh almost 2 pounds. So they're not they're not huge fish, but they can get long, but they're not real thick. Like if you catch a 24-inch salmon on Lake Michigan, you're gonna have some serious schmeat, man. You're gonna have some serious schmeat.
That's the great debate. Would you rather have it long and slim or thick and short?
Yeah, would you you want a long and narrow pit road or a short and wide pit road? It's so yeah. But I think that's pretty. It looks weird. Dude, it might be a little harder to find on Fox now, and there might be some other news articles or news organizations that have it. But yeah, it is pretty weird looking. It's. If I caught it, I'd be like, "Ooh, put that shit back where it came from," or "So help me."
Ooh, what the fuck?
Yeah, honestly. So, speaking of food, moving on to good old Reddit for our "You Had One Job of the Week." This person,
I'm excited for this because I didn't read it at all. So
this person, I don't know why they searched it, and obviously, it comes from if you ask something on Google, you type in what is ... it'll put up like a little box from some news article that'll say what the answer is, right? And then sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. Usually it's right though, because Google's usually pretty good about it. Well, obviously this is from the person typed it into Google, and it came up from Just Hindi, which to me assumes that it's from India, because that's where a lot of Hindu people live.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it says justhindi.in kind of assumes it's India, not Indiana. But this person, for whatever reason, typed in what vegetable has the longest name, and for whatever reason, Google's like the Just Hindi article. I don't know what radish is in Hindu, but apparently, Just Hindi thinks the longest veggie name is radish. And it goes on to say radish is the longest vegetable name with the total of 20 characters. Wait a minute. Back 20? Do you want to try and count again? I believe there's 6. Where the fuck you getting where are you getting the other 14? You playing football or something? Jesus. And it says other long vegetable names.
It gets even fucking worse because
it says
numbers.
Other long vegetable names include cucumber, 19 characters, squash, 18, and zucchini at 17. It's like, no. Oh my God,
I do believe it's just because
that's got to be a translation error, but it's like, but
that's fucking hilarious.
But it's like the thing on Reddit says absolutely not in English. Yeah, radish is definitely not the longest vegetable in the English language. Oh my God, you gotta love the internet sometimes though. Gotta love the internet. Oh, fucking A. Speaking of gotta love, now this is the internet. What? Go ahead.
You know where the longest name is? It's in room 40.
Longest name.
Yeah, for vegetables, it's in room 40.
It's in room 40.
Yeah, room for these nuts in your mouth.
You're an ass.
Sorry, fucking shout out to Josh Allen for doing that on the PTF podcast. That shit was hilarious. They're like, get this piece of shit out of here.
I'm about to say that. I can mute your ass and you won't come through because I record, dick.
Oh shit. All right, moving on. Moving on.
Moving on. Okay, so over Labor Day weekend, Friday before Labor Day, excuse me, we went to a concert and saw Disturbed. They were the headliners, but it was
Hell yeah.
the
That was
openers
good.
were Ginger, which was a Ukrainian. What did it say? They were metal, hard metal, or metal rock.
New metal. I think NU or the new metal
Yeah,
rock
something
or
like
something
that.
like that. Something like that. Yeah.
And Breaking Benjamin were the two openers. And that concert was Ginger was okay. I like rock, newer rock. I'm fine with newer rock until they start doing the screamy shit in it. Then I don't really like that. It's kind of a turn off. Like
The
one example, I like Falling in Reverse. I think the lead singer for Falling in Reverse has an amazing voice. Has a really good voice until he starts doing the screamy shit, and then it's like, no, it
yeah, you just can't get
I just
into
can't
it.
do it. Like
I'm not.
I go ahead.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm kind of in the same boat. There's a lot of stuff I don't really like about the screamy stuff.
Yeah, it's just there's no talent to it in my opinion. It's not like you're singing on an octave. You're just screaming into a fucking mic. Anybody can do that.
You know that. See, I just did it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
No, no, no. I will give them credit though. You may say it doesn't take talent, but it is actually very hard to do a metal scream,
I know it is, but
which is why I'll never do it. So
right, but compared to regular singing, it's not.
yeah.
It's there's no extra talent. Anybody can do a screamy
Although
shit like that.
although I think Five Finger Death Punch has like the perfect amount, like
Yes.
to where it's like almost enjoyable.
Well, and also because the lead singer, has a deeper voice to begin with. And
Yeah.
so it doesn't come across as like that huge change because like Falling in Reverse's lead singer has a kind of a higher pitched voice, and then when he does the screamy shit, it like
He's here.
it drops way down. It's like whoa, what fucking did I turn on the fucking devil music or some shit? What the hell's going on?
Damn, somebody hit puberty
Yeah,
twice.
we're like Five Finger Death Punch. The lead singer already has a lower voice, and so it's not quite a huge change to when and like you said, he doesn't do it often either.
Yeah.
Like that's why I love Disturbed. I love Disturbed because they don't do that shit in their music. They don't have this screamy shit like that in their music. On their first album, there's some songs that kind of have it. Really, the only song that does it is Down with the Sickness. And if they continue doing that, I probably wouldn't like them as much as I do.
Right.
Because you know what's funny? I say I don't like it, yet every time it comes up, I still sing along with it when he does that part. It's like, oh, you really don't like it, do you? Yeah. I'm not a hypocrite. But anyways, we went to that, and we were definitely probably brought the average age down by about 15. When we went to that concert, there was not many young 21, 22-year-olds 22-year-olds there.
Yeah.
It was definitely an older crowd, at least where we were sitting. It was a lot more 30 and older crowd.
I'll say this. I don't. You can wear whatever the fuck you want. It's just shit haunts my eyes. All right, dude. Fuck.
But there was some things where it's like you said, you could wear what you want, but god damn,
dude.
man. It's like looking into the sun, man. You just can't do it. Can't do that. You burn my retinas.
So who's gonna break it to them?
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, why are they talking about this?
Yeah, right. I say that because there's one example. Well, there's two, but there's one primary example. There was a lady. We went to the concert was at Pine Knob Music Theater. Get your mind out of the gutter. And we sat in it's an outdoor amphitheater, and so there's regular box seating underneath a roof. But then behind that, there's a big grass hill. And we just sat in the grass hill, which were actually really good seats.
Yeah.
We brought in our own little beach chairs, sat at the top of the hill. It was fucking awesome. Well, up on the hill, there was an older woman who was definitely did not look a day younger than 50. And she had...
Yep, go ahead and break it to him.
She had... a see-through fishnet shirt, Thank God she was wearing a bra. But since it was see through, you could you could see her stomach and her sides and shit. You could also see her back. And I'll be goddamned if she turned around and on her back, you see something come up from her ass crack and then wrap around like, oh my god, honey, you're a 50 something. You're wearing a fucking G string.
G string.
Like no, no, holy shit, cougar.
Oh shit, dude.
Cougar City.
Oh shit.
Fucking
like
A.
again, that don't care what you fucking wear. Do not care.
But
holy god,
but we're gonna make fun of you. All right. Yeah, you know.
Like there was definitely a lot of girls there that were like, or women that were there that were like in their 40s and they were wearing like fishnet tops, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That should be reserved.
Shit that you see at a rock concert.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. And also they it says on the venue, you know, you can't bring in a marijuana or weed. Yeah, that shit was not enforced. No doubt there. That shit was not enforced. That was like listed. It's like a speed limit in Michigan. It's just kind of there. It's like a reference, but it doesn't it doesn't really mean anything, you know.
Well, I didn't know this. They sell like I guess doobies, joints, whatever.
Yeah.
And like little plastic containers.
Yeah.
So it doesn't set off the metal detectors.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
And they don't pat you down either.
Well, if you just bring in a weed in a freaking sandwich baggie, and then you bring your own, you know, get a McDonald's bag or whatever, you make a McDoobie, you know.
McDoobie.
There was a set of people in front of us. They had a joint, and
they had some stanky weed, man.
It was stanky, but I mean, it was probably the size of like a breakfast sausage in like circumference. I mean, it was like, holy Christ.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was a good size. I mean, it was probably
like you're sucking a dick.
It was probably still small compared to like Snoop Dogg standards, but it was a good size. I mean, that's nothing like one person's gonna sit there and puff by themselves. I believe 3 or 4 of them were puffing on it, but it's like, god damn.
Listen. I don't have a problem with like people smoking weed or whatever.
Just don't do it around me.
Just make sure if you're doing it around me, just make sure you have like good weed, like not fucking
skunk
shit that smells like fucking motor oil or some bullshit.
Right.
This is our motor oil special. It's our cheapest one. I'll take that. I'll take a shitload of that.
Yeah, right. It just came out 3 weeks ago, and we've sold 0 of it. I'll take your entire fucking stock. Yeah, no. So,
just make sure you don't smoke this around anybody else.
Why?
She's smoking at a concert.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, so I found this article of top 10 items you're too old to wear. Now, this does kind of go, I think, lean towards what women wear. And that's not meant to be sexist. It's just trust me, it's really hard to find an article that's kind of derogatory towards what people wear. But the first one is message t-shirts. It says retail retirement age 30. Like, I love the first one. It says, Jesus is my homeboy. I can officially say I've never seen a t-shirt that says that.
Oh no!
You walk into church on Sunday, the pastor is there. He got a shirt that says, Jesus is my homeboy. We're going to do some WAP, worship and prayer. Oh, fucking A. Yeah, it's...
see,
this comes
your
from the
boyfriend thinks I'm hot. That's fucking cringe, dude.
Yeah. I know a lot of this was the whole, the Team Kate or Team John thing. Which was...
What is that?
I don't remember. That was like 10 years ago. I think it was like from some movie. I don't remember what movie it was from, though. I think it was from a movie. It wasn't...
I know... Well, they had like Team Edward and Team...
Yeah, Team Edward and Team... But that was
Team Jake. Sorry.
Yeah, and that was from...
Team Edward, Team Jacob. That's from Twilight.
Twilight, that's right. So maybe that's...
And you're probably wondering, folks at home, how I know this? Because my girlfriend absolutely loves that.
I'm kind of wondering...
Loves that fucking movie series. She forced me to watch it on the promise that I could make her watch whatever I wanted. Here's the difference. No. The Dark Knight trilogy... is
that's the one that
the Christopher
Christopher
Nolan
Nolan
did. Yeah,
directed. Yeah.
best fucking Batman trilogy there will ever be. No doubt about it. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can fight me about it. But here's the
Well,
difference.
because
I
is
didn't
that
enjoy Twilight. There was a few moments where I like, oh, okay, that was pretty cool,
I think that's in
but
every movie.
thoroughly,
You could see a garbage movie, and you could there's a few
yeah,
bright
like,
spots where
oh,
it's
that's
like,
pretty
oh,
cool.
okay, yeah, that was all right. That kind of makes up for the fucking $30 I see to watch my freaking retinas burned out by the movie screen.
Yeah, but like, man, I just did not like it overall. But then she was like, dude, that fucking trilogy was awesome. I was like, yeah, you're damn right it was.
I can actually say I've never seen that trilogy, but
Dude, you
to be
should.
fair, I'm not really into superhero movies.
See, and that's what makes it great. Is it's like it is a very like so they take what Christopher Nolan did was he took Batman and made him more human. Like he
Well,
relies on his gadgets more
yeah,
and it's like military style type shit.
right. Well, because that's the trilogy that Hugh Hefner played the Joker.
Uh
No, yeah,
did you say Hugh Hefner?
yeah, I know that's not right.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. I said Hugh
Why
Hefner.
so
I
Yeah.
said Hugh
Yeah.
Hefner, and I
Like
mixed Hugh Jackman and
I don't think an 80-year-old dude was playing in that shit, dude.
yeah, no,
Fuck.
Heath Ledger. It doesn't matter. He's dead anyways. But then who played Batman?
Christian Bale.
That's right, Christian Bale. I should have known that.
And everybody gives Christian Bale a lot of shit for his Batman voice. Because Michael Keaton's like, so Michael Keaton, 1989, comes in and he's like, I'm Batman. Like, kind of like in a more aggressive tone. And you got Christian Bale's like, where'd they go? And you're like, what did he say? Where are the drugs? Dude, they can't tell you because they can't fucking understand you, dude. Holy shit.
You got to put the closed caption on there, not because it's in Spanish, just so
Yeah,
you can, not because you're deaf, just so you can hear understand what the fuck he's saying.
Just
So,
like, God damn, what is he saying, dude? Holy fuck.
yeah, right. Anyways, okay, so number 2 on this list is Too Trendy Denim. Retail retirement age is 35. I get that if you are rolling around in like a denim one-piece jumpsuit, which I tell you what, that would be the worst.
Oh.
That would be the worst thing to have the runs in. Is a one-piece jumpsuit, regardless if it's denim or whatever, dude. Because you got to take the entire thing off to sit down and have a shower.
Oh my god, that would suck ass.
Dude, not good. Unless they give you like a trap door in the back, so you can just kind of open the ass flap.
Just like assless chaps.
Yeah.
You just move the strap to the side.
Or if you're like that lady, you can just pull the G-string out of your ass crack, and there you go.
Hey, if you actually shat with a G-string on, because it's very thin,
Would it just
would it
split
just split? Yeah, split your shit.
just get two Lincoln logs. Oh, this is going off the fucking rails.
Costume shoes.
Next
What
one is
the
costume
fuck?
shoes. So like if you're walking around wearing clear plastic stripper heels, think about you're like some girl named whatever rolling into like middle school wearing like, yeah, I found these in my mommy's closet. Mommy's got
Whoa! You better put those back in mommy's closet.
mommy's got a lot of explaining to fucking do is what she's got.
Oh,
that
mid
one.
40s.
Next one is micro mini skirts. Yeah, if yeah. I know the rule in school was always fingertip length, and I know that was very, very loosely regulated. There was definitely some times, I've got a story I just thought about, but there was definitely some times where there were some girls who were not wearing, they were definitely shorter than fingertip. You'd have to make them fingertip, you'd have to shrug your shoulders to move your arms up a couple inches.
I feel as though like that brings up the issue of like girls and what they're wearing in school and shit. I'm like, I think girls should be able to wear what they want. Just be respect yourselves about it.
To a certain point. That's the problem, is a lot of them don't.
Like, don't wear fucking booty shorts that have your fucking cheeks hanging out or something. Like, I see that all the time in public. It's like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And don't be a dude walking around with a fucking one piece bikini. It's like nobody wants to see that. Trust me, nobody does. God damn.
Yeah, what the hell you got in your pants there? A dog toy? What the fuck?
Are those like weird ass fucking like what are they, like dick socks or whatever? You put it on your dick and it
Yeah.
makes like there's one like with an elephant face and your dick's like the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, God, that's weird too. What the fuck? I mean, I know you're not gonna be wearing that out in public, but still,
I don't
like,
know. The
holy
world's
shit.
pretty weird, man. Me walking down the street. No, I promise. I promise I'm a grower.
Oh, it's funny.
Speaking of that, next one is showing excessive cleavage. Like I said, this definitely leans towards women, but showing excessive cleavage, yeah. If you're over 50, like I said, have a little respect for yourself. Even if you're less than 50, have a little respect. You don't need to be wearing a freaking low cut to where basically it just covers your nipples. Have a little self respect.
Yeah, right. White ribbon cotton tank tops. No,
I believe that's what we call in the regular world wife beaters.
yes, because those are where you mostly see them.
Yeah. I remember. I have another story. I'm gonna tell it after we're done. I remember the first time you came to where we went to school in halfway through seventh grade, and I believe a couple years after that, we had another friend, and let's say his name was Michael. It wasn't, but we'll say his name is Michael, and his dad was was kind of a hard.
This
ass.
was ninth grade.
Yeah, it was kind of a
grade.
hard ass. Not like he would beat his kid, but he was definitely a hard ass in like discipline wise.
The ice story. You gotta tell him the ice story. That shit was funny.
That shit was. I'll save it for another time. But anyways, you asked me. He's like, why do I feel like Michael's dad is one of his dads who wears a wife beater and smokes a cigarette and drinks a beer? And I looked Dylan straight at the eye. I was like, that's because it's exactly who he is.
Well, at first you're like, what's a wife beater?
Well,
I was
I had
like,
to
you
ask
never
what a
heard of
wife-
a fucking wife beater is?
Hey
It's
man,
like
I've lived in subdivisions, not trailer parks.
it's like
Yeah, but I had to ask, but then I was like, oh, then that's exactly what Dylan or what his dad is. That's exactly who Michael's dad is. Yeah, it was it was great.
yeah.
Okay, the next one
hilarious.
is number 7 on this list is hair gadgets. So like scrunchies or like banana clips or something like that. See, I don't really have a problem
That's
with
not a
that.
problem.
Not if you're like 40 and you're wearing one like it says Barbie, maybe, but
My Little Pony.
yeah, My Little Pony.
That's another thing. Bronies are. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hate on you, but you guys are a little weird. Why are you 45 sitting in the dark room watching My Little Pony?
Because
Like-
they are
I
we're weird. We just
need to see Rainbow Princess Sparkle Pants. Get this fucking channel. No, you absolutely do not need to see that.
this is going off the fucking rails.
All right. Anyways, hair gadgets. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one. So I don't like I said, I don't really get that. I get part of it, but not completely. Because
Yeah.
like
I feel like the only one that's an issue is what they said is the plastic kitty berets or whatever barrettes.
Yeah,
Is that like the hair ties with like the little balls on the end?
I believe so.
Yeah, see, that's more like for little kids. I can understand.
And also
that.
like the flowery scrunchie, not like a regular scrunchie, but like a flowery scrunchie, and not a
Yeah,
hair
like,
tie. We're not talking about hair tie. We're talking about scrunchie.
My girlfriend, she just bought a scrunchie. I mean, she's 21, but she just bought a scrunchie, and it was just a regular emerald green scrunchie. I mean, there's nothing to it. It was like, whatever.
Right. So this next one is oversized, overly decorated hobo bags. What they're saying is like people who have purses, but they're more like fucking totes. Like shit like that. Like I don't get that, and I have two things with that. What the fuck could you
Hobo bags?
They call it a hobo bag, but what the fuck could you possibly need where you need to carry around a fucking 5-gallon tote with you? What the hell are you? What do you got? A fucking car in there? Jesus.
Again, I'm bringing up my girlfriend a lot, but she has a purse like the perfect size of her wallet, and then she has like her chapstick and stuff
Yeah.
like that. She keeps her receipts in there, and like it's perfect though. It's small. It's not like it's weighing her down. It's like holy shit. Why are you
Right.
fucking bringing the whole house with you? Fuck.
Yeah. I know. So another thing I have a problem with is this happens a lot in on east side of the state. Like if you go to Little Caesars Arena, it happened at Pine Knob, it'll happen at Comerica Park, and probably Ford Field. Is they put a small, like they put a very small box of what women can bring in for purses. Like the dimensions they give is basically like the size of a fucking iPhone. It's like it's that's I get you don't want everybody carrying in a purse because that's more shit you got to search through. But good lord, I mean, if you have a phone and a wallet in a woman's purse, they'll barely make it through. It'll barely be allowed.
So,
And
so
God forbid you have car keys in that bitch because you ain't gonna make it. They're gonna say, "Oh, that purse is too big." Motherfucker, what the hell you want me to do?
so basically, ladies, uh, we need to start fighting for you guys to have pockets in your fucking pants.
Correct. Well, yeah.
Because I was
who was
I
the
was just
dumbass?
thinking, I was like,
Who is the dumbass? That's like, let's make women pants without pockets. That's a brilliant idea.
no, let's do one even better. Let's put fake pockets on there.
Yeah, the denim color change, but then there's nothing there. It's painted on to the extreme. Yeah, I don't.
Man.
I said, I get you don't want big ass purses going into your venue, but cut the women some slack. Seriously, you have a phone, a wallet, and you can't carry anything else. Come on.
Right. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just,
Yeah, it's. So I get it, but it's like cut them a little slack. The next one is cheap and unflattering underwear. Now this goes for older women who don't wear the properly sized bra. You know, if you're, you're walking down the street and the shit's like bouncing. Probably not the right bra you got on, honey. If you go for a run, you come back with two black eyes. You might want to go to the store buy a new bra. Yeah. And this last one, number 10, is loud accessories, which they say is like, if you walk into a room and it's like loud, color wise, that's what they're saying. Not necessarily colors, but
if
like
you walk in,
like
if you walk in like Spencer's at the mall and you got some dude in the corner with like 12-inch high fucking boots, fucking black and white striped knee socks, and
yeah.
like holy shit, dude, damn.
So when I bought my Apple Watch, I had to go to the Apple store because I bought the wrong band for it, and so I just wanted to go buy a band, the right band that I wanted. So I had to go to the Apple store. My mom with me, and she's like, "Well, I want to go to Spencer's," and it wasn't for anything sexual. I don't remember what she wanted, but it was nothing along those lines. But I look her dead in the eyes. I'm like, I am not going in that fucking store with you. And she's like, "Why not?" I'm like, "Have you been in Spencer's?" She's like, "It's been a couple years." I'm like, "So I'm not going in fucking Spencer's with you. Hell no." I'm like, Victoria's Secret is already like the fucking limit. Not doing Spencer's. Not happening. Sorry, I'll wait outside. I'll wait outside. Not happening. So. Yeah, that's definitely. I'm surprised they didn't bring up like they said cheap, unflattering underwear, but it was more or less bras. It didn't say anything I bring about being a 75-year-old grandma picking up your kiddies at school wearing a fucking thong. Probably not, honey. Probably not. But yeah, that's something too. It's like no, granny, no, we don't need no cougar in the household taking kiddies to school. Don't need that shit. Don't need that shit. So
yeah, damn.
Yeah, it's
There,
so freaky shit.
like I said, I feel like people should, of course, have their whatever,
Yeah, but like I said,
shit like that,
have a
but,
little self respect for yourself. God damn. So okay, I'll bring up my story that I said earlier. So this was probably in freshman or sophomore year because we weren't going to tech center yet, and we were at lunch. And I believe it was me, you, and a couple of our friends. It was getting towards like the end of lunch because we had a half hour for lunch, and we had those like tables have like those circle seats on them, and there's like six on each side of a table, and then they fold in half. The tables do. So they had they had rows of that. And the row, I was sitting with my back to where people would come out from going and getting their school lunch, because we were at the first row from where people would come out after getting the lunch from the school. The school provided lunch, and there would be rows. So that was my back was to that. So I was looking towards the rest of the rows in front of us. And there was some older, probably seniors, over there having lunch or whatever, and this girl came by, definitely a looker. I'll give her, she was a looker. She went down and she sat down, and this was back when like yoga pants really started becoming the thing, and stuff like that.
Oh, I remember this. Yep.
Yeah, I believe I was the only one who saw this, mostly because I was so stunned. She went down
He was
and
too stunned to speak.
I was, dude. It was the only thing I'll get to it. So she went and like she sat down, and like, obviously she knew who they were or whatever. She was sitting there, and then she like got up and like leaned across the table kind of, and so then she kind of like poked her butt out, and that was some seriously thin yoga pants because I could see she was wearing a thong. I could see the outline of her wearing a thong through her yoga pants. In fact, I could not only see the outline, I could see the thong itself because the yoga pants were so thin. And yeah, I couldn't say anything because first of all, well, 16, 17-year-old kid, hey, look at that. Yeah, it was
Got
like,
a little stiffy.
it wasn't like, to the point where you're sitting there, and just, it wasn't like that. But...
Come present your project to the class. I fucking can't. Why not? I just can't.
Yeah, right. Stick it in the waistband, buddy. Yeah. No, it wasn't like that, but it was like if you were walking down the street and you like caught it out of the corner of your eye, you'd stop and look at it and be like, "What the fuck was that? Oh, what the fuck is that?" Yeah, and I believe I was the only one who saw that because I couldn't believe it. And it wasn't like she stood there or did that for like 10 minutes. It was like 5-10 seconds, and then she sat back down or like walked away or whatever. But I was like, "Oh, honey, you're looking for some pipe to lay down tonight, okay?" So, oh.
Oh shit.
All right, let's move on to facts before we really get ourselves in trouble.
Oh, all right.
So today, I'll let you do this one because this is the NFL and this is right up your alley.
All right, so we just got a bunch of games today. Detroit Lions won. Whoop whoop. Not saying anything special because it was against the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah,
but
they're 0-3 now. The Falcons are, so it's like it's not like they beat the Chiefs. That was something.
They're not 0-3.
The Falcons are.
Are they?
Yeah,
I thought they were 1-2.
No, it said they were 0-3 when I looked it up. It said the Lions were 2-1 and the Falcons were 0-3. Unless Google's wrong. I swear it said, yeah. Oh no, they are 2-1. It said 0-3. And bad. Oh, you know what? I'm confusing it with something else. I'm confusing it with another team that you're going to get to here in just a minute. You're right. The Falcons are 2-1. I confused it with this team you're just about to talk about.
So the Denver Broncos suffered a real embarrassing game today against the Dolphins.
They're the ones that are 0-3.
They got their asses handed to them. Let's just say that. Like, okay, Denver Broncos put up 20 points, which is quite surprising from them. But then Miami turned around and was like, "Yeah, I could do that better." 70 points. 70 points.
70.
Like, jeez. Oh my God. I got to tell you about that, by the way. It's a different score from the high school game. But
hold on. Okay, yeah, so the score was 70-20, which makes it tied for the second highest score by a single team in NFL history for regular season. The second high, it's tied for second. The other team they're tied with is the LA Rams, did it in 1950. 1950.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they did it back then it was the Baltimore Colts.
Well, also back then it would be you could break somebody's arm and not get a penalty on you. So
right, but still, but
that's still pretty impressive.
The record for the most points in a regular season game is by the Washington Commanders. I had to stop it so I didn't say it wrong. The Washington Commanders. They put up 72 points in 1966 against
Damn.
It didn't say, but yeah. Over the New York Giants. But that's a barn burner game. It was 72-41. So it's not like it wasn't like a complete ass whooping. But I mean, it was an ass whooping, but it wasn't no fucking 70-20 ass whooping.
Right.
That's an ass whooping and all ass whoopings.
So
When you're putting your third
Um,
string out at the beginning of the second half, that's sad.
so I don't know if you know this, but I never seen this in football before, like in an NFL game. In this high school game, they had to mercy rule
Really?
uh this team. Yeah, I think they were both from Canada because they're the names that they have. Like I think it
Canadian.
was like the West Toronto or whatever.
Mm.
At half, this is half. This isn't even a full game. They mercy ruled it. It was 0-96.
Fuck.
They cooked the fuck out of them, dude.
Dude, cooked them.
They fucking mercy ruled. I
Dude,
have never seen that before. I was like, holy shit.
that's almost
Guess what kids aren't going to college?
yeah, right. That's almost to the point where it's not even statistically possible. Like you probably could not statistically score more points than that
Right.
because you're basically assuming if you give the other team the benefit of the doubt that they're doing 3-and-outs and punting, that means the other team is scoring on like their first play of their drive, first or second play of their drive. And I would assume that the other team didn't do a 3-and-out. There's probably some pick sixes and fumbles and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
it's like you're getting to the point where it's actually like the statistical most points you could score in a football half. That's yeah. Come on,
Yeah.
pick up the come on Miami. Somebody did fucking 96 and half a game, fuckers, pansy asses. Come on, pick up the pace, Jesus. Yeah, that's a good old fashioned asshole. But well, the Kansas City Chiefs, that game's probably over. They were freaking cooking whoever they were playing.
Oh yeah, they were playing the Bears.
Yeah, they were cooking the Bears. Last you said it was like 42-3 or some shit.
Yes, it was. Let's see what the final was. Oh, the Bears did get a touchdown. It's
Oh,
41-10.
four,
Still.
41
Still.
10. Okay. Still, that's a handily victorious game right there. Definitely not sweating bullets in that one.
Yeah.
So, okay. So that's one fact. Before you do your fact, I have another fact myself here. So, I don't remember where I learned this, but I've known this fact for probably 7 years. Back in the year of well, if you have city water if you are in the United States and you have municipal water, you have a very high chance of having fluoride in your drinking water. And obviously fluoride is in toothpaste. It's good. A little bit of fluoride is good for your teeth, your enamel.
Yeah.
The city of Grand Rapids, Michigan was actually the first city in the U.S. to put fluoride in their drinking water for the purpose of for your teeth.
That's cool.
First city to do it. And they did it in 1945. Now hold on, let's think about this. What the hell was there anything going on in 1945 at the time? Oh, yeah, just a fucking World War. So you're like in the middle of a World War and the city council's like, "You know what we really need right now? Some fucking fluoride in our drinking water." We got nothing better going on with ourselves. Let's put some let's fucking do it. We got nothing better going on. We got motherfuckers getting killed island hopping in the Pacific. Now we gotta put fluoride in our drinking water first. That's more important. Fuck the atomic bombs. We don't need that shit right now.
Fuck 'em.
Fluoride in the
Fuck
drinking
'em.
water. Yeah, fuck them. You couldn't come up with a better time? God damn. All right, take it away, Dylan.
Yeah. So, all right. So, first fact is the circulatory system is more than 60,000 miles long.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep. The circulatory system.
So your
So
veins and shit.
veins, yeah,
Really?
is 60,000.
60,000?
60,000 miles long.
Fuck. That's pretty long. I think.
Let's get even deeper. Guess what? That's just on a kid.
I'm sorry.
Our bodies,
So
by the time we reach adulthood,
5'7" fat asses.
our bodies have become home to approximately 100,000 miles of blood vessels.
Goddamn.
Damn.
Goddamn, putting
That's a whole shitload of them.
a lot of miles on the old girl.
And then the
What's your body?
second fact,
What's your body count? 100,000. Sorry,
100,000.
sorry,
Huh?
sorry. Huh?
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 Another interesting fact is the world's oldest wooden wheel has been around for more than 5,000 years.
Hmm. They must have built it out of cedar.
Probably.
It didn't
Fucking
rot.
shit lasts forever.
Yeah,
Fucking
cedar don't
Christ.
rot. It's good shit. That's why they build houses out of cedar. You ain't gotta treat it or nothing. Stick it right on the house. Natural barrier. Bugs don't like it. They don't like the smell, which is funny because the smell of cedar is absolutely fucking fantastic.
It is.
Fresh cut cedar, dude.
Oh,
Lovely shit
I
right there.
I see. I like cut pine too. Oh,
Yeah, but pine doesn't have as strong as a scent as cedar does.
I know.
Cedar
I know.
definitely, yeah, cedar definitely has a distinct smell where it's like, oh, that's good shit right there, man. Good shit. Good shit. Yeah. I thought there was a statistic. I could be wrong, so don't take me to the bank on this. I thought there was a statistic that said your body's intestines could reach to like the moon and back if you stretched it out.
I I don't know about that. I know that in here's another interesting fact since we're talking about the body. In our DNA, one strand of DNA, one cell, one whole strand of DNA. I believe I'm doing this based off memory. That could reach to the moon and back
That
6 times.
that might be what it is. Is the DNA? That's what it is. Yeah, if you actually unwound the double helix and
Yeah.
all that shit. Okay, no, your intestines measure about 9 to 16 feet, while your
Yeah,
large.
not close to the moon.
Yeah, not close. you're only
Not
a,
too close.
you're only a couple 100,000 miles short. You know.
Oh, dude, could you imagine having that much intestine? You'd be fucking on the shitter for the rest of your life. Wait for shit to come out. It's like, god damn.
No, you wouldn't know if you wouldn't know what you get food poisoning from because you would eat something that'd be food poisoning and then you wouldn't get sick for like 6 months. You can't say, oh god,
Like, man, what did I eat?
God, it wasn't that fucking sushi I had. That was like 6 months ago. It can't possibly be that. I got news for you. No, and then your large intestines are roughly 5 feet long. Okay, that's because you're right. It's the DNA. That's what it is. That's right. DNA strand.
Yeah, the DNA straight. I believe it's 6 times too. Not
I don't
not
know
just
if it's six,
which
but
is
I think it's
crazy.
at least once to the moon and back. But that's just like I said, one strand of DNA. And the human body has quite a few strands. Just a couple.
Yeah, just
Just a couple
two or
strands.
three.
What if your legs were just
No big
like
deal.
double helixes, just walking down the street, pull up, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
It's like, hold on, guys, I gotta go grab something. Where'd the fucker go?
Yeah, right? Just you get fucking kangaroo going down the street. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Alright. This is I believe we're gonna move on to some Reddit. Am I the asshole? And Dylan, I believe you have one.
Yes, I do have one. So this post got deleted, but I thought it'd be like a good debate
Yeah.
topic. So
Thankfully there's a bot, and the
the
bot will take the main structure
yeah,
of the post. So we still have
so
part of the post. The important part of the post.
so the sorry, I was yawning.
Yeah,
Excuse
you're
me.
good.
Um, her whole issue was she wanted to name her daughter something other than what was already in her family. I guess her family has this generation thing where they keep like these same four names. So like her name, for example, her name was Elizabeth, I believe, but she was like, I hate sharing the name Elizabeth with three other family members because it gets confusing. I'm
Right.
like, totally understandable.
Right.
So she wanted to change it to Kala, which is or K. Let me. It's Calla. So Kala or Kayla or whatever,
You're right.
and it's named after a flower. Her grandmother wanted to name her daughter after her grandma's favorite flower, which is totally fine. I think it's a good name. Whatever.
Okay.
Not too weird. It's not like Apple or anything.
Right.
So
Apple.
so she was like, I told my family that this is just the summarized version. I told my family that my daughter's name is none of their business and to keep their unwanted opinions to themselves. The reason I am asking if I'm the asshole for this is because I may have been a little more harsh than I should have been. My family has always used the same names, and I changed it. First time in a couple of generations, and that can be hard for some, I guess. Part of me feels like I made things more tense than they needed to be. I'm gonna go ahead and say they're not the asshole.
Mm,
Um, Only because I read the whole post, and her family was more so getting after her about it, and she was just sticking up for herself. It's like you're three people should be involved
right.
with naming your kid.
Yeah.
You, so either the mother or father.
Hmm.
Uh, so the mother, the father, and then at least one grandparent, somebody, an outside source.
Mm, yeah.
Because
Okay. I can see that.
I feel like, they should be like, okay, we're not going to name your kid fucking apple pie. All right, that's don't.
Then the kid likes up. I hate apple pie.
Yeah, it's like, haha, irony to a whole new level. um,
So what?
but
Do you hate apple pie or do you hate yourself? Yes.
yes,
Yes.
but I don't think they're the asshole. I think, you know, you get to a certain point where if they keep nagging about something, you're gonna snap. Like
Right.
that's every person. Like I am very patient when it comes to certain things, but after a while, I'm like, you fucking say that shit one more time, and I will punch you in your throat. Like
Yes.
holy shit. No, not really, but just to
Yes.
get my point across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fat ass. Oh.
So, but yeah, other than that, I don't think they're the asshole. I think you
Uh,
should be able to name your kid as long as it's sensible, not fucking yummy, yummy, yummy rat pussy,
yeah. Right. Or rat shit, bad shit, crazy old twat.
twat.
Um. I'm. I'm 50-50. I think both sides are equally at fault. I think the family that wants the 15th Elizabeth is an asshole because
Right.
it's not your it's not your child. It's not your direct child, direct bloodline. It is, but it isn't. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You're not the
Yeah.
one who's
You're
birthing them.
indirectly
You're not.
related.
Yeah, you're not birthing the motherfucker, are you? No, you're not. Okay. Um. So the family there is kind of an asshole for saying that, but I think also the person who posted it is kind of an asshole because I think the family does have a right to know at least what their fucking granddaughter, in this case granddaughter's, name is.
Right.
So I split it 50-50. It's half and half. And then you can say the name of the family don't like it. Tough shit. It's what it is on the birth certificate. So
Yeah. Like Megatron.
yeah. So that
Megan. Megatron.
Megatron. So that's where I'm at
Oh
with it.
shit. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's half and half. It's like
It's a
cream.
lot of things. It's just like, you know.
This gets my coffee creamer opinion, half and half.
A little bit of the asshole, not a little bit of the asshole. Just right asshole.
You're just the left ass cheek, and you're just the right ass cheek. You know, you're not a whole ass, but you're both are spewing shit. All right. So,
So,
there's that one. So speaking of assholes, not so much assholes, but we're gonna go on. Last week we
on
did a newer segment of "What are you so mad about?"
yes, sir. Yep.
and last week was on decorations that go up way too fucking early for holidays. And this week, Dylan has something that he can have a good rager about.
It's not like so much it fills me with rage. It's just really fucking annoying.
It's irritating when it happens.
Yes. So like, let's say you're like talking to one of your friends, what family members, whatever, what have you.
You're at a concert and there's some lady wearing a see-through fishnet and a G-string.
Yeah, and your friends try to point it out to you, right? Like, dude, look at that. Just make it not suspicious. And they all of a sudden just full on turn around. They're like, "Whoa!" It's like, dude, what the fuck? I told you not to do that. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like you're standing in line at a roller coaster or something, and they're like, "Hey, don't look now," but like 15 people back, there's this person looks around and says, "What? I don't see him where." Jesus
It just
fuck.
frustrates me because it's like I'm trying to get you to like look at this so we can like secretly joke about it without having the embarrassment of we just made fun of this dude or person or whatever.
You dead ass turn around and then oh you're right yeah
Guys,
dude.
it's Shrek. Where? Those on TikTok will know what I'm talking about.
So well okay Dylan, what brought up this opinion on yourself?
I've had this opinion for a while, but
Well,
like
I
I didn't
figure, I
remember it.
figure, I figure most people have this opinion, but what brought it to the surface? Because that's
So
usually how this shit
so
happens.
so my mom went to the emergency room. Don't worry, she's fine.
Yep,
Yeah, nothing too bad. So
she's not taking a dirt nap, so we're good.
we're like this is like 12:30, 1 o'clock at night, and the only place that's open is this truck stop that's 24 hours. And so we went there to eat
Oh, I know what you're
because
wanting, and the one he's talking about, delicious fucking food, by the way.
they do have some bomb ass food, not gonna lie.
Delicious food.
And they make
Anyways,
like they have to make a smorgasbord too, like breakfast, lunch, dinner,
yeah.
whatever.
Anyways, I just
So
wanted to get that in. Delicious food there.
so so we're sitting there. We just ordered our food, and my girlfriend's sitting there showing my mom's on painkillers, by the way, so she's kind of loopy.
Wee.
And my girlfriend's showing her pictures, and she had this old dude, and he had this like long ass face looking like Squidward. Okay, I thought it was pretty funny. I'm like, that's kind of funny, you know.
Looking
And
like
my mom sees it. She's like, "That's the lady behind you," like that. And my girlfriend's like immediately turns around fully to look. I'm like, "Oh my god, she did not just do that." I was literally like, I think I was getting red because I was like, "Oh my god, I'm embarrassed now," because you know, like she's right in the booth behind us. She can. I'm pretty sure she can fucking hear us. I'm like,
Seriously,
dude, what'd you
man.
do? I'm just gonna call my girlfriend like Sam or something.
Okay,
Rebecca, whatever.
right.
That's not her name, obviously, but
We'll just
I'm
no.
like, Rebecca, what did you do?
Let's just call her whore.
What for? No, 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 no.
No, I'm just
But
kidding.
yeah, I was just like, oh my god, what did you do? Why'd you turn around? Holy shit.
That's where you're
I
just
was
like,
just sitting there like, what the fuck?
that's where you're just like, oh, I'm sorry, this is the wrong fucking table. I'm gonna get up and leave right now.
Because I thought for sure that lady was going to come over here and be like, I don't appreciate getting made fun of or something like that. Because, I mean,
And then you'd just be sitting there like, oh, I never
she's got
thought.
some bigger balls than dudes that I know, all right? Let's just say
And
that.
then you're just like, oh shit, I didn't know I was gonna be bitched up by Squidward today.
Squidward.
That's where it's like, if something happens now, if you're all in, you have to double down.
Oh, yeah, pretty
there's,
much.
there's no going back. There's no going
It's
back.
like, well, fuck, we started it. Now we got to finish it,
This
huh?
this bridge is on fire. Might as well pour gasoline on it because you're not putting it out. Yeah, that's definitely. I agree. There are times where it's like, don't look, but and the person turned
You
out it's like,
just look. It's like, ooh,
my
dude, I said
God.
not to
I
look.
said not to look. It's like, don't make it so obvious. Don't whip your head around. You know, it's like, oh, like, go and like scratch your back or somewhere. You gotta turn around. Like scratch your back. And you gotta move your head, turn your head slightly, something, but don't just like, whip your head around. Jesus.
Oh, here's a little update. This is from the first episode. I said that I hit my pinky
Oh,
finger.
yes.
Uh, not at work. I'm saying it right now, not at work. Sorry, I had to eat my mic to emphasize. But I hit my finger, and I'm pretty sure I broke it.
Yeah.
Cause my right pinky, it's on my left pinky. My right pinky is pretty flat.
Yeah.
You know that bone little right there.
Yeah.
I got a little anthill on my fucking pinky.
Should maybe.
It's got a sword. Yeah, I probably should have put a brace on it, but fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Fuck it. If I get arthritis in that little knuckle now, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Future Dylan has to worry about that, not me.
That's right. Current Dylan's all right. Current Dylan's telling future Dylan, drink your fucking cranberry juice.
Yeah, god damn it.
take your Advil. Take your Aleve. Shut the fuck up. Don't want to hear your bullshit right now.
So,
Okay, that's all we have this week. I think we probably just about went off the rails a couple times, but that's okay. That's what.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why this is listed as explicit and not clean content. That's what so we could say, you know, rat shit, bat shit, crazy old twat.
Listen. If you have a problem with us making fun of a certain, person or whatever,
don't listen then.
Guess what? Don't care. You can make fun of us in the comments. I don't give a fuck.
It's not.
I really don't. It don't bother me.
And it's not like going back to like the closing. It's like we don't care what you wear, okay? But we get to right to at least make fun amongst ourselves. We're not going to go up to you and be like, "What the hell are you doing, being 65-year-old granny wearing a G-string?" No, but we have the right to make fun of you amongst ourselves.
Like, we're not going to be Karens about it. We're not going to go up and be like, "Are you sure that's appropriate for wearing that?" It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Unless you're at church wearing a bikini and you're like a granny, I might say something. But like, you're going to a
funeral. We're in the Lord's house. What are you doing?
Yeah, you're at a funeral, all right, and it's like, what? You're going to work after this to work on the streets? What the fuck you doing? Yeah, freaking whore.
I got some saggy nips for you. Okay, all right.
Anyone got a ciggy, Mike?
We're not doing it.
Got a ciggy, Mike?
Anyone got a ciggy, Mike? Oh shit.
So, okay. Anyways, update. This is now officially on Apple Podcasts. What a fucking. Let's tell that story now. Okay.
God, that took forever for no reason.
For no fucking reason. Fuck you, Apple, in this shit. Okay, so I tried signing up our podcast on Apple. I had it. It's on Spotify. It's on iHeartRadio. It's on TuneIn. It's on Amazon, Alexa, Amazon Music, whatever the fuck it's called. It's on like a dozen other different podcast sites, right? And if you actually go, I will start putting it in the show description, the show website. Now, and also we have an email if you want to email us. Will be in the show description. Anyways, there's and Google Podcasts. But anyways, so try to do Apple Podcasts. Go to the thing through the podcast service we're doing. You upload it, you get the RSS feed and all that stuff. It's through Podbean because, I'll say it because if you go to our website, it'll take you to a Podbean website. Anyways, so that's the podcasting service we use, and everything else went fine. But for Apple Podcasts, and this isn't Podbean's fault, this is 100% Apple's fault. Apple's problem. You go to, it takes you to Apple Podcast Connect or something like that, something along those lines, and it says get started. You hit the get started button, and it'll take, first you plug in your Apple ID, so your username and password, and it'll say, get started. You go to get started. You put in the account name, which is different than what the podcast name is. It can be. And then it's like individual, or if you're a company, and then there's terms and services, which basically means you hit the checkbox, you hit next, right? You hit next, which is, you hit the save button, and then like whenever I did it, I'd use my Apple ID, I'd do it, I'd hit save, and it would go right back to get started. You hit get started, you do the same shit over again. You hit save,
and I was doing it.
Boom. It just looped over and over and over and over. So I had Dylan try it, thinking maybe it's my computer. I had Dylan try it with my Apple ID. Same fucking thing. And so Dylan's like, well, here, let me try with my Apple ID. Sure as shit, first fucking try. He's like, I got in. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I'm in. I'm like, are you?
That's Spider-Man meme.
Serious?
You serious?
Right? Yeah, you serious? Yeah. I was literally like, you serious? Yeah. What is his name? What is his name? James Jonah Jameson? Or
Jonah, James Jonah Jameson.
Jonah Jameson. Yeah, you serious? That's exactly what I was like. So, anyways, we got it all set up. It's on Apple Podcasts. We've checked. If you search for it, you can find it. So if you prefer to use that,
don't worry, it's free to listen to.
It's free. We're not charging anybody. We will never charge anybody to listen to the podcast.
That's funny.
Yeah, we're not a Pornhub subscription. You ain't got to pay. So yes, we are now on Apple Podcasts now. So I believe we're on all of the major podcasting.
Yeah, we are.
I believe so. There's if you
go to, I'm not gonna lie, you listed all of them. I was gonna be like, dude, you ain't gotta list all of them.
There's like a dozen. There's a dozen different podcasting things, but I know Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio.
Yes, we're on the major ones.
Yeah, we're all on the major.
ones.
So we're all good there. So, anyways,
Jinx, you owe me soda. That was perfect. Did you hear that?
No, I don't care. I didn't hear it, but I don't care.
All right.
God, shut up, Dylan. I'm trying to end the show, okay? It's hot down here in the basement, okay? I've had to close the door. I got a freaking big-ass gaming PC.
Starting to get sticky in places.
I've got a big-ass gaming PC.
This is where sticky shouldn't be. Yep, get it.
big ass gaming PC spitting out freaking BTUs like a son of a bitch. All right, I want to open the door.
Starting to sound like we got takeoff. Ready?
So, anyways, my name's Colton. His name's
My name's Dylan.
This has been
Yep.
A Stupid Had a Name. Please like, rate, and review on all podcasting services, and we will see you again next week.